after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun, here's Allen. Being chased out left. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
You know they pay me.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there. Right? And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Allen going to keep it again. And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. On first down, Allen flushed out right. He's going to go deep for Beasley. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. Operating from the red zone now. Allen works right side into the hands of the tight end Knox. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. On play action, Allen steps away. Sanders got it for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Bills draw a bit closer. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here's Lewis. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, but you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
I showed it right there, outside of the pocket and on the money. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. And again, it's Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Rodgers to throw. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Play action. Now it's Allen. They'll roll him out right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Allen going to keep it again. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. To throw, it's Allen out to his left. Shrugs him off. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
This is really, really difficult for teams to coach because you love the extra effort. I mean, he was really trying to gain the extra yardage, but you also have to have an idea that people are going to come up behind you from the side, trying to take care of the ball while you're trying to get extra effort. Sometimes you have to know when to say when and maybe just go down.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And out across midfield down to the 45. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. Rodgers now on first down. He hits Adams complete. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 45 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes it 21-8. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. He's going to try and go deep again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he's got his guys a shot for 1 points as they will take over and range for a field goal. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their touchdown, Packers! Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Packers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 39. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gaudin.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. McKenzie now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And bulldozing his way through. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Rolling to his left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big gain there for the Bills. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now this time Rodgers will throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 37 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
This is Cobb with a catch right side. That catch good for only a couple.
Agent P, you right, man. Shout out to you, brother. Appreciate you, man.
They're swarming to it and not allowing that to happen. Did not let him get downfield.
On second down now, it's Jones, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Chris Barnes. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. Caught on the right side by Jones. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 32 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And it's complete to Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Rodgers going to throw. Rolling to his right. And he's got his man on the out route. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now Rodgers. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Chris Barnes. 20, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously cost. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Extra point try now for Crosby. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Packers 21, Packers nothing. Mason Crosby, the kickoff.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Yo, what's good, BG? How you been, bro?
Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. Escaping the pressure right. Man open, that's Juwan Winfrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers eluding the pressure right. Looking downfield for Jones. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Flushed out right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Packers
Yeah, I feel you, bro.
on that deficit.
It be times like that where you just be grinding.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers again now. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers built different, man. It's a big difference playing with him.
Next drive underway as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gott.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gott, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about it.
Yeah, I feel a quick coming on too.
The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking.
High score.
I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Rodgers' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Another catch for Valdez-Scantling. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw into the hands of Cobb. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Throwing is Rodgers. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Escaping the pressure right. This complete to Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. On the move to his left. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Steps away. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They go back to the ground with Jones. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Finding room to the 20. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. On play action. Now Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. He's got it. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. To throw, it's Rodgers. He'll bite, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dean Lowry able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And now off to the races down the right side. Past the 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back.
Yeah, you do that.
Second down now as they look to salt this one away. From the 45 on 2nd down, Rodgers, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. Flushed out right. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Call it a gain of a yard. And it'll be 4th down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm here to get up.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Again, it's Jones. Space to run past the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Bill Stadium in upstate New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. And we are underway in Buffalo. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Isaiah McKenzie. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Buffalo.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach, his head coach, to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets the... out to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Jerry Hughes able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Pass on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
They go play fake. Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
What we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played. Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with these deep. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Mahomes going to throw. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
A first trip to the red zone for KC. 1st and 10 at the 19. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back. In pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And it'll be intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. Allen going to give this one to Singletary.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And this one is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Going deep for Diggs. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. So there's the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And again, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is taken in at the 5. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 48 yards. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Flush to his right. Finding Knox there, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. That's caught inside the 20. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From the gun, it's Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
Just had to hold on to the ball.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And the route is on here in this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half, so where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
They go play action. Now Mahomes out to his left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting him.
0.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who's going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Forced out to his left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to have great. Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Allen now looks to throw. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. Throwing now is Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Allen. And he finds Beasley, complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And he fires one, but incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Escaping the pressure right. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Jones with a nice gain there on 1st down as he takes us forward and call it a pickup of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
4 yards remain for second down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball. Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Allen off the play fake. Going deep for Diggs. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the Browns kicker, Chase McLaughlin, set to go, and we are underway now from Cleveland. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They go play action. Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Flushed out right. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do. And what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines, because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate them and really say thanks, because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. I'll give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. We're scoreless after 1. From the 5, 2nd and 4. Play action. It's Jackson. rolling to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Greg Newsom. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield rolling to his left. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that first down marker. 4th down, Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now Chubb running right. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. 1st and goal from just inside the 5. Here's Mayfield. On the move to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Baker Mayfield taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for 2. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Snags it for the pick. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while they'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something which is wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson now. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. Oh, some strong running. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives. And you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's... seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 36, Mayfield. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And oh, he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They go play action now. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. But Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's going to take another shot here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Anthony Averett picks it, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be blocked out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
On third down, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
Flushed out right. And finding the tight end Hooper. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, he gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field? And they find each other for the completion.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Mayfield off the play fake. Steps away. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 40. Mayfield down. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They go with Chubb on second down. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. And again, it's Chubb. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. He'll buy some time right. And Mayfield will have a first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Mayfield. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Justin Houston picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Throwing, Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now Mayfield on 4th down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. turning it over. Now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Play action. Now Jackson. Out to his left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. On 3rd down, Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Chubb on the counter. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Browns on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
And sometimes it doesn't matter how big and strong and powerful you are. The defense is going to win an occasional battle, and they did on that one. Stopped him well short of picking up a 1st down.
But Kevin Stefanski going to take a chance going for it on 4th. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position, a touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally, when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit discouraged. But when they look over and see their opponents, they don't see a number that's way out there. They don't see a number they can't attain. In fact, they can get it right here on this drive and potentially take the lead.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep.
Brown, the ball carrier. He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. 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 2nd and 10.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now it's Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they've got a fourth down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Fourth down, here's Jackson. And now here's another interception. Troy Hill picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Yeah, the Browns are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that two-point conversion.
I love how you upset. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Anthony Walker, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Breaks through the contact. He's still on his feet. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Browns have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. On the return is Duvernay. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now Prescott. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Play action now. Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. That'll go for a gain of 7, and they're going to face a third down. Here's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Fourth down, Prescott. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. Jackson on first down. Steps away to his left. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown there to make the grab. And the Ravens lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll drop to throw. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From just shy of midfield, Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's got his receiver, Cooper.
What's up, Nick?
Touchdown, Cowboys.
Yeah, gotta balance it out, man. I play all the games, all the sports games. Gotta balance it out sometimes. And NFL 2K23, is that a real game? I didn't know that was a real game or not. And when is it supposed to come out? Because I'm gonna definitely get it if it come out.
Fast and furious. There came the points.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now Jackson on 1st down. Buying time to his left.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Jackson now off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Jackson. Flush to his right. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Ravens are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Play action. It's Jackson rolling to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from 2 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front. And that is what you call lowering the boom down near the goal line. He was going to force his way in no matter what.
They always talk about low man wins when it comes to the offensive line, having the leverage to move the defenders. It's strong man wins when it comes to tackling in the red zone. And if you happen to be the low man and the strong man, that's a huge win.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Pollard to return from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a throw here, hauled in. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Prescott from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Sammy Watkins, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Murray now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. He can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
Yeah, just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And he is out of bounds here. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now Murray. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Dancing to it, and he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Isaiah Simmons in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Wilson. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. Well, we thought these two defense. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Bill Stadium in upstate New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. we are underway in Buffalo. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 40, the 20, and he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Arizona. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. He'll buy some time right. And finding Emmanuel Sanders here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big gain there for the Bills.
I think that typically we expect teams to save their home run plays for later in the game when they feel like they have an advantage over a defense. But in this case, they thought they had the advantage right away and took the shot on the first play of the game and completed it successfully.
Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen, escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Allen now looks to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he finds his man, that's Sweeney. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game in a motion.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his throw is incomplete. And that is one, no doubt, that may come back to haunt them because the PAT tied it. They didn't need to go for 2.
I keep searching for an explanation. I know it's quick right here. I think I can search for the next year and not come up with anything that absolutely works. Kick the point, man. Kick the point. I don't get it.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Murray. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Murray now on 1st down. And this will be swung out here for counter. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, Murray. Here's a diving catch right side. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Murray to air it out again. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 17-yard line. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. He'll swing that out to Edmonds. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well. To throw is Murray. And this is Ertz with it, right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Ertz from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. McKenzie now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give it.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long. Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll make it a second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next gen. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Marco.